P1. That makes more sense now. I was like, why would he do that? It's actually the second timer, huh? That makes more sense. No, all right. So we have Limp taking the qualifying. He does a 131.738, about 3/10 faster than the rest of the grid.
I'm such a good parker, I must say.
All right, I can hear the lights. All right, and we get a good start here from Miller. He's right there on the side of him. Oh, he gets in front, actually. And we have going really wide there, Landon, and Renzo's right inside. There's two. It's a Williams sandwich. And Landon bails out there, loses 4 positions. Oh, he's losing all of them.
4 positions.
He's losing every position right now. As many as you want. That's how many positions he's lost.
Landon is overtaking people now, up to P6 now, or P5 now, as he overtakes Luke for P5 and is now tracking Emma for P4. Tina sways all the way in 15th position.
All right, and we got here lower on Luke. And it looks like he's gonna hold it here. How do you like that Ferrari livery right now?
Last year or what, 2 years back?
It's the same they did last year, I think. They did the same thing. Or similar. It's similar to it, I think. But we have here Emma getting passed here by Landon. And I missed that one. Brian gets past Limp right in front. So we got this little battle here. Limp's coming back on the attack.
And goes down the inside.
He's going to take it back. And we're going to see a lot of this. And we can actually see there Emma. Oh, wow. That's early. That's an early penalty.
Renzo goes down the inside and retakes P3, but hard racing causes Land to go off the track a bit. And Renzo gets the DRS of him. And now we see Brian overtaking Limp on the main straight, or the back straight, and claims P1 at the moment.
Miller back into P1 here. Limp is into second. Renzo now swaps with Landon into third. And then we have Emma just there, the second. I wonder if he'll be able to break this toe, because the Landon and Renzo fighting, they might actually lose the gap from Miller and Limp. And we've seen what happens when those two get away. They just kind of disappear. And now he's going to be sitting duck here for Emma. Emma's finally getting what he wanted and gets past into P4 here. Renzo's moving backwards. And we actually, while that was happening, we actually had Landon in front. Gets in front of Limp.
Which is a 1-2 for the Williams team.
That's a huge loss right there for both of them. It's 2 positions lost. P2 and P4. We do have Landon blinking here, and we're going to expect Limp to attack here. But as this happens, it gives Miller a better chance every lap to win this race, because he's going to be able to relax a lot more. So Landon's going to be playing a huge team game right now, and has benefited his teammate a lot by doing so. The Limp does get back past him. Emma's in DRS zone of these two drivers as well, so the more they fight, the more of Emma has a chance to come into this race. And we see there Landon takes the position back again, and we are back to top 5 drivers. As you can see, they split themselves from the second pack by 5 already. And we have Limp there taking the position back from Landon. But this is good for Landon, right? Because he's just everybody else is kind of spread out. We have, it looks like Renzo might be here on the attack. Might be attacking back on Emma, and you can actually see it. And you actually have there Landon going for attack as well. Landon is in P2. Limp now in P3 again. with Emma very close because of all this fighting. This is what Miller does need with the lead that Limp has on him right now in the championship.
If there will be no safety car this race and everyone will stay at this rate of pace, and you know, what happened?
Did you see that? Landon drops all the way down to 5th.
Okay, wow.
This is the thing about trains, though, right?
Oh,
and a huge incident there with Renzo and Landon. Oh, for their teams, and Emma is the beneficiary out of that. Now is in P3 with only Limp there between them. So now he's only fighting one driver. Gets past
Emma
him too.
is over. I believe Emma's the new rookie in this town.
Yeah, the first race of this season. Oh, we have a VSC activated, so anybody who's trying to pass, and they actually come in, they do have damage, or at least they do now. So Renzo and Landon both coming into the pits. Let's see if they had actual visual damage here with the VSC. So they're gonna take the benefit. He goes onto the hards, doesn't have damage. Landon actually comes. I mean, they probably do have damage. They just didn't replace the tires, and Landon actually comes out in front because of that slow pit stop. We'll see. Do you think the hards? I guess this might be a length that the hards can make it to. It's about 18 laps. It's a bit of a stretch. Oh, and Luke takes a drive through. No. Oh, you gotta hate that. I think he got it. It must have. Oh, and Landon takes it back. He must have went right over 30 by taking a drive through.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
and now William overtaking Emma now, P2 now or P3. Or
yeah, P3.
Okay.
Yeah, P3 for Emma, and Limp takes P2. They give them out like crazy. They've been giving out like crazy. We actually have Limp going into the pits.
Trying to do an undercut.
Definitely trying to do an undercut. Just trying to change it up, it seems like. But with this gap, he's not gonna get out in front of. Is he? Yeah, he's not gonna get in front of these two. So he's still gonna end up behind Landon.
And
it'll probably be the front straight.
Sway is in the DRS of Luke, and now
just helping him a little bit.
He might goes past Sway, as I say that.
Yeah, and we actually have the 1 and 2 now pitting, so they're responding. Miller goes onto the softs. And Emma goes on to the mediums. Wasn't Emma on mediums already? So Emma's doing a 2-stopper as well. And Miller is looking to be doing a 2-stopper too. So we have now Limp and Landon.
People really thought, he's probably thinking right now to himself that he could run away with them fresh softs and possibly make at least a 10. Landon has a missing end plate now, so
yeah, I don't know about that one. That's questionable. Oh, we have another crash.
Eat My Dust and Ryder colliding in the S's possibly.
Maybe.
What happened there? To be honest,
I don't know what happened either, but all I do know is that now Miller's coming back in, and because he went up to these softs, he can actually go back onto mediums here. So he's actually going to benefit. He's going to be able to go onto the mediums. I think everybody goes onto mediums here. They don't think they go into the softs. So he goes onto mediums.
Yeah.
Mediums. Oh, the double stack is going to slow him down. Oh, Limp actually goes onto the softs here. Landon goes onto the mediums. Renzo actually goes on softs as well. Landon has to take a wing, so he's going to lose that position, but is going on the mediums. We actually had Emma go onto the hards here, and that's because they went onto the mediums when they came in.
Little mistake, nature out, and safety car is in this lap. So we'll see if Miller could run away from Limp, which is
potential penalties, right? Like, oh, we need to make up this amount of time because we might get a penalty for here and there and stuff. We don't know. I just saw the incident. I just know he was involved in an incident. So,
and now
with this restart,
look,
and you can see the pace on these softs here. Goes on to inside here. It's driving very aggressively, and I think Miller is going to do the same here because he's not going to want to lose this position.
Renzo's with the P3 now after the pass.
So Renzo does get the pass off, but Limp does not. But he's going to have a lot more grip to the exit.
Landon spun.
Oh, and Landon spun.
His car is okay, but he probably lost his rear end as for his disadvantage with battery levels, as Limp has 73 and Miller has only 60 on 60, and obviously the tires.
You kind of expect that with the front driver, right? That front driver will always have a little bit less ERS because they're not able to use as much or reserve as much. Renzo goes fastest.
Pangil and Wildcat collide. ERS enabled this lap.
Oh, and a crash there from Luke in the background.
Why am I missing all these? And Luke spun. Or Clyde.
Oh yeah. In here, I think he's finally gonna run out of it, and he does. It's gonna get past him, but Miller can now attack back. That's gonna be. Now Renzo's gonna be looking to catch up, but Miller is not letting him go. He's right on the back of him, and we actually have a VSC. It's triggered. There's a lot of cars now making mistakes on this reset. There's more cars that mirrors is coming into play now.
Luke jumped into the pits now to go on his final stop, I believe, onto softs.
Yeah, onto softs. We got to keep an eye on that. Maybe. Drew gets a drive-through there on the reset. So similar to what happened to Luke.
Miller is approaching to go down the inside, the turn 1, to get that P1 of Limp.
Yeah, and every lap that he stays with Limp is another lap that should put him into the win near the end, because Limp's tires are going to be going, and to get points still.
Luke spun in the final turn.
When he was spun.
Oh,
and he retires. He was in position to get points there.
I see now, Luke. I put this edit, then you said it. So.
Yeah. Here he comes. Hill gets the pass off on Alex, so takes P7 late into this race. And even though he has passed him, he didn't fully need to, because the collision was weird. I don't know. I have to watch that one back again. That was a weird collision. They did it on the straight. Hillian gets passed again, but Alex has been doing the same thing back to him, so we would expect that to happen again. These two have been driving. They're probably sweating really badly right now. They've probably been. Yeah. And we have it here, Alex here coming again, attacking back. This is what they've been doing all race. I do appreciate that these two drivers have been racing this entire time together. They've been just side by side here. Emma just got disconnected. We gotta I don't have Emma as a friend, so.
I have no one as a friend. Well, the rookies anyway. I don't have,
Oh,
you know.
that's okay. Emma is invited. Sweet. Thank you. Here's that's gonna suck. Emma's we're gonna drop like 2 places now because of that. Oh, fortunate. It's hard to watch. Oh, it hurts. I know many of you
The
drivers
rookie.
have experienced that same problem where you get disconnected and then you come back and you're like 3 positions behind and you're like, no. To post. Driver of the day.
Who would you
Driver of the
say?
day pulls up.
Oh, set to 3 yellows. Wildcat spun.
By other drivers later, which Hill actually gets past Alex, and he actually has to keep that position now with the penalties that he's accrued. And they both have 3-second penalties. So Lanen now trying to make up a 9-second gap from Emma until the end. Until you cross that line, it doesn't matter what your deltas are. Alex actually gets past Hill again, but let's come to the front, and Miller comes across the line and wins the US Grand Prix. Limp comes into second. Renzo comes third. Lore gets fourth.
Lanen will
get P6 with Emma taking P5.
Solid points
Alex
for the
and
rookies
Hill,
there.
they're coming up to the end. And it looks like Alex is about to get it from him. Alex takes the win from Hill. And they had a battle all the way till the end. All the way to the end.
We should make good running up the final corner.
Drew doing a really good job. Gets to the end. Gets P9. And Pangil should take our last point here in P10.
Because fighting and they're fighting left, right, center, and they just. Oh, and Chaos Drew gets the driver of the day.
Drew
but
gets
anyway,
it from the game.
Back to my point. They kind of messed up on their little strategy, to be honest with you. Because too much fighting with other drivers and just lack of really pace at the very end. As we saw what Limp dropping 8 seconds.
Oh my gosh,
or so.
what is this? Sorry. Oh my gosh, what did I just look at? Did you see that?
Well, Miller just levitating.
Just floated into the air. He's a magician now. He did. That was a miracle and he just pulled off. Got into P1. But I do agree. I think there was too much fighting in this track to go with a softer tire for sure.
Yeah. And then they slide out after a few laps, and then Miller just ran away.
Definitely. So. Yeah, I was your host, Stinky Juan. I was here with KO. This was Delta Zero Productions Champions Series, and we'll see you all next time.
Goodbye.